Right, folk, welcome back to another video beer review. Today with a beer coming out of Thornbridge, and it is a Fika, a cold brew coffee stout coming in at 7.4% ABV. This is one of the beers that came in the January box. I'm expecting the February box to come pretty soon by the looks of things. Named after the Swedish coffee break, Fika is a harmonious combination of coffee and stout. It's rich and robust with a smooth velvety character, showcasing the unique qualities of both parts. Enjoy slowly and savour each mouthful even, discovering layers within the flavour profile, from bold espresso notes to hints of fruit and vanilla that culminate in a pleasant, lingering coffee note. Serve at 5 to 8 degrees C, it has been in the fridge. Hops are fuggles, C is dark, nose is roasty and coffee, taste is smooth and dark, and food pairing is Swedish cinnamon buns, which surprisingly is quite tricky to get hold of in the southwest of the UK. And unless I was to go somewhere down the town and it be open, I could maybe get some cinnamon. I live in a fucking country town, it's highly unlikely. Before I do open it, canned on 28th of November 24, before 28th of November 25, so plenty of time on it. Classic Thornbridge. I've got another can of this. I can't remember whether I gave one to Adam, Beers, or whether bloody glass I'm using, or whether I left it at work, because that's what I tend to do. I tend to split the boxes as soon as I get them and leave one of each for the guys at work, and then we can have them at work and dissect them, which we did on the other two. So I would think the other one of these is at work, but haven't had it yet, so it's been in the fridge for a bit of time. I don't think we haven't had a beer club for a bit of time because it's just been a bit manic, but anyway, there we go. Beer in glass, 2-finger kind of fluffy creamy tan head, and a nice dark, we'd say dark brown rather than black, but it's pretty damn close to black. Noses, oh yeah, that's coffee, that's good. One of my favourite coffee porters of all time, this being a coffee stout rather than a coffee porter, was Common Grounds from Magic Rock, and obviously they've fully gone this week, kind of got wind of it. I mean, they've gone, but they've come back. They got bought out by, I think it's called Breel or something like that. But it was like rumoured that they're pretty much fully gone. But then all of a sudden, like a deal, very weird how that's happened, is that a deal kind of came about as quickly as it did. It was almost like they're trying to close a chapter on the brewery. Trying to close the book completely and say that's it, done. Okay, no, we're back alive again. I know a couple of other things that went on there, so it's very much a different animal to what it has been. Anyway, Common Grounds, still one of the best coffee porters I've ever had, as in terms of good for price, because it used to be £1.35 a can. I remember that those days back in fucking Jesus, that was about 9-10 years ago. Anyhow, let's talk about this beer rather than Magic Rock. Let's talk about Thornbridge, a brewery that has stood the test of time, and been around for 20 years now, I think, is it 21, 22 years, and going from strength to strength, I suppose, as well. One of those breweries, I think Ben said it actually in one of the last reviews, is that whilst they may never go to and be crazy and do crazy different styles and stuff like that, or be excellent in certain things, they're always just solid. There's never anything wrong with the beers, which I appreciate more than any other brewery doing half-assed attempts at something or fucking up somewhere and releasing it. Just be solid in what you put out that people are going to buy, and be honest about it. So yeah, nice chocolatey sort of notes, and coffee, tons of coffee in it, and a nice kind of milky note about it. I don't know if there's any lactose or anything in it, but the ingredients are just barley and wheat, so no lactose, no water, no yeast, but definitely no lactose. Smells fantastic. We'll dive in. Cheers. Oh wow. It's definitely got coffee in it, that. Oh, it's lovely. And it's definitely a sipper. It's not like it's robust and really in your face. The coffee flavour within it is, it's like drinking and the only way I drink coffee, it's like drinking like a double shot, but it's like drinking cold brew. It's exactly that. I haven't had cold brew for a good few years back now, but there was a place, I think it was called The Attendant, in London, central London, like not far from Oxford Street sort of way. We're going to go from something really nice and chilled into something really heavy. I can't actually change the drum and bass it's playing at the minute. But I used to go, I think it's called The Attendant, and I used to go and have a couple of, when I was working in London years back, I used to do a couple of days in Derby and fucking Aberdeen, and then next day be in fucking Bolton, and then always finish Friday in London, for this construction company I was working for now, fucking 12, 13 years ago. 13 years ago, bloody hell, but it doesn't feel like that long ago. Dirty drum and bass now. Yeah, I used to go down Oxford Street, and this place is probably long gone now, and go and have a tuck off the back of it. There's this little place where we're going to get some cold brew coffees, and it was actually it was in a former, like an underground gents toilet, that had been converted into a coffee shop, and it was fantastic. I'll never forget the iced coffees I had from there. Just a flavour I've never really experienced before, and it's nice to have it in this. Yeah, just lovely and creamy. It tastes like iced coffee, is all I can really say. It tastes like iced coffee. Nice and creamy. Robust in the sense of tons of caffeine and tons of coffee, and all those sort of flavours within the coffee that will rejuvenate you, liven you up. It's currently midnight, so probably not the right time to be having this, but I'll probably be on a stream for a little bit. Yeah, it's really nice and refreshing. I'm glad we've got another can, and we'll enjoy this at work as well. Yeah, Fika, that's pretty damn good. It's not the beer that you could session the arse off at all, but as a one-off, which is what I'm really enjoying this year, is getting different styles of beers and different hops and things. Because I think, I don't know about you, but I'm a little bit like, am I faded? Am I jaded by craft beer? Potentially. There's a lot of beers that taste the same, and which is why I love my ales, because tend to get a bit more variety in those, and they're a bit more forgiving in terms of price point as well. Impy stouts, I do enjoy them from time to time. That salt one I just had earlier, really enjoyable, but I didn't spend an arm and a leg on it. And yeah, I'd say these sort of beers, they're really enjoyable, and it takes me back to the early days of craft beer, when you used to get a load of different varieties of styles, and breweries doing them in those styles and beers in different ways. And for too many years now, everything has gone down to the line of, we're just going to brew New England IPAs, and a lot of it is tasting the same. So it's nice to see a different variety, and different styles. So hopefully this year I'll try and bring some more styles and more varieties of different beers, and different styles, different flavours, from different parts of the world as well. So I'm going on a few trips this year. Going to be bringing a few beers back. Going to be doing a couple of beer reviews when I'm out in places as well. I'll never really do reviews out and about. I don't really enjoy doing that sort of thing. I prefer enjoying the moment when I'm there, rather than filming it, because I think it all ends up being a bit too artificial if you do that. For me, at least, when I'm trying to film stuff, I don't feel comfortable. rather just enjoy it for what it is, and rather than document it and try and dramatise it any further than what it needs to be. But yeah, so I'm going to, I'll make this into a long old review. Going to Estonia in a couple of weeks, going to Tallinn, and then going off to Narva. I know Jamie is going to meet me over in Jamie C. is going to meet me over in Tallinn, or we've spoken about it a little bit. And he's going to meet me over in Tallinn. He's coming over from Helsinki, and we're going to have a couple of beers wherever we go to, Piana, whatever it is we decide to go to. I want to go to Puhas, which is down in Tartu, I believe it is. I like to Tanker as well, but it's mainly Puhas is a brewery I want to go to. And there's a few other breweries and stuff in Tallinn as well that I want to go to. I'm there for 4 nights, I think it is. And then also, one of the days, I was going to do it and spend the night there. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet. I'll probably just book it when I'm there, actually. I want to go to Narva, which is on the border with Russia. And I want to go to this Irish pub that I found. And basically, there's an Irish pub, and there's also a pub sort of thing on the river. You could literally skip stones across the river and hit Russia. And I want to go there just for the fucking lols of that. Two ideologies clashing on one river, that sort of thing. Two completely different mindsets, just a few metres away from each other. In terms of political mindsets, just a few metres away from each other. So I want to go there, and then I've got later on the year in October, I've got Serbia, and that. I'll just go to Belgrade. Might try and venture out of the city a little bit, but also I don't have much intention of venturing out of the city because Belgrade is a fantastic craft beer city. Also, it's outside the fucking euro, which means it's fucking cheap. I have no intention of, obviously, Tallinn's pretty much always all paid for now. It's just spending money I've got for it, and it's not cheap. It's not cheap. It's not. So at the minute I'm trying to find anywhere that's outside the EU or outside the euro currency to try and have a little holiday there and stuff. So Georgia's on my list as well, but it's just getting there is a bit pricey at the minute. I don't know why it flew up. It used to be like 400 quid for a week sort of thing, and it's gone up to like 650, 700. That's everything all included. It's me being mega cheap on stuff. But anyway, I digress massively. It's just a one beer review. Fika from Thornbridge. It's almost like coffee has rejuvenated me immediately. It's cracking beer, and I hope you get to watch my future escapades in foreign lands and consumption of other breweries' ales, strong ales. See you next one. Cheers.